Hello, lovers of Edna Karunji channel. You are very welcome to the very first episode of 2025. Ta-da! You are very welcome. And today I decide to start with a topic which is very controversial. Yes, I know we have different thoughts about this area of what should or what shouldn't be the role of a mother and a father in a home. Society has evolved. I think the traditional way of how we thought of the roles of a father and a mother in a home have kind of adjusted and changed because times have changed. In the previous times, it would be a man going to work and a woman staying home to take care of the children. If it was that kind of setting, she's probably digging, she's looking for the food, and the husband is looking for any other resources that the family would need, school fees, money for any other thing that would be required, isn't it? But now things have changed, and I know there's still people pulling ropes and struggling with how to really navigate, because change is something that is really hard to adjust to. People always try as much as they can to fight change, but once it is here, what do we do? So I would like us today to tackle the role of a mother and a father in a home. Yes. So now, growing up, how I saw my dad, I'll give an example of myself and my household. Both of my parents were working. My father was a literature teacher and doubled as a soldier, a UPDF soldier serving in the army. And my mother was a teacher in primary school. So growing up, I saw both of them wake up every morning, get us ready, go to work, then come back home. My mom goes to prepare stuff. Probably my dad will also be coming, and stuff like that. So it was basically a normal kind of family, just like it is right now, of both parents are working. But mostly the provision part was my dad. My dad every day came back with a bag. It will either be bread, sugar, milk, or anything. He came back with a bag at home. So we looked at him as the provider. And my mom was making sure we have the food, we are cleaned up, our behavior is to the dots. She was the disciplinarian, yeah. So my dad was the calm kind of person, because he wasn't involved in the everyday operations of you must do this, this, and that. So probably that's why, yeah, the mom becomes the disciplinarian, if that really makes sense. Yeah, but things have now evolved and changed. I know there are homes where you find where one parent was working and another one was a full-time stay at home parent, caring for the children and making sure everything in the home falls into order. Now, in this generation where men wake up to work and women also wake up to work, and then there are children in a home. So what is the role of the parents as a mother and as a father? Because at the end of the day, most of them are not at home. I'll give an example of the UK setting. In this country, we do not have childcare, is very expensive. So that's why most of the times one of the parents will opt to stay at home to be a full carer of the children and the homestead, as the other parent goes out there to work. But there are also situations where you find both of them are working, and then you will have to, pull funds together, get a nursery, put your child, and then, navigate life, your career life. Now, the thing is, we do not have maids here. If you're going to pay someone an hour also to come and do washing, cleaning, and stuff like that, the ordinary house manager would do, you're going to break your bank. Yes, and I told you previously, I'm a stay-at-home mom for now, so you hear my toddler in the background. Having conversations and saying hello to you guys. Hi, baby. Yes, I hope you don't mind that. Yeah, but in situations like this, in a country like the UK, there are no gender roles. There are no gender roles, and I know that is really kind of uncomfortable and To some people who have been into the traditional kind of getting the home together, there is no gender role. If I wash plates, you're gonna wash plates. If I cook, you're gonna cook the next meal. If I clean, you will clean, because I mean, you do not have any other help. It's you and you. Otherwise, the other person will break down. You understand? Yeah. So being a stay-at-home mom actually taught me a lot of stuff that I never really thought I never really encountered before. Um, Having to do every nitty gritty, everything on your own, because previously you would go to work, you have a maid at home, you will have relatives around, you have cousins to chip in. But in this situation where it's you and your husband and the children who need full-time care and attention, first of all, you won't leave the children at home by themselves, no. And so wherever you go, you must go with them, and you must also be there to meet their everyday needs: homework, cleaning, cooking, washing, entertaining, everything. You must do it yourself. So in this particular scenario, there is no gender roles. What a man does, a woman does it better. What a woman does, a man does it better. So you will both cook, you will both clean, and it doesn't diminish you in any way, because at the end of the day, this is your family, this is your calling. You chose this life. So at the end of the day, everyone chips in to do whatever. And so is the monetary kind of thing. So we all chip in. If my husband buys this, I'll buy this. We chip in monetary wise. And yeah, basically that is it here. But I also understand, especially in developing countries where there is a lot of help, men usually do the bare minimum. They will not change diapers, they will not bathe the baby, they will not do all those things. But in this country, you must do that. You must, you know, elevate yourself to that standard, because at the end of the day, you are at home with the child and then he messes in the diaper. What do? You must change it. No one else will do it for you. Yeah, so I would like to know from my subscribers, what is your understanding of the role of a mother and a father in the contemporary world in this day and time? What do you think would be the role of the dad and the role of the mother? I also understand that in the Western countries, most people do 50-50. And that is what we're talking about. Because there is no help, when people come together, let's say get married, they decide to do 50-50 so that none of them feels cheated. If I wash the plates, you wash them next time. Otherwise, you will pay the bills and I will do the home chores, if that really makes sense. Yeah, because you cannot expect a person to do full-time childcare, do home chores, and still be able to pull 50% of the cash and pay for the bills. So if that arrangement is like that, you'll find probably a man will pay the rent, he'll pay the bills and meals and stuff like that. Then the woman is doing the home care, child care, taking care of the kids, and making sure hot meals are available and stuff like that. So I think it's not a do this or do that. It's not like a one shoe fits all size kind of. Every family does what they feel is best for them. But I'm giving you glimpses of what actually happens in these Western countries. Back home, usually, the men are the kings. You men. The men are the kings. You sleep, your woman wakes up at 5, makes you breakfast, gets the kids ready, she gets herself ready, she packs you breakfast and lunch, you drive and drop the kids to school, you do your daily stuff at work, come back in the evening, there is water to shower, there is hot dinner ready for you. And the woman will also have worked during the day. She's equally tired. But the only difference, I think, is maybe having house help. Maybe. But you guys are really having a smooth, simple life there. But otherwise, in these Western countries, you must share the work equally. Otherwise, someone will throw you a line and be like, I'm not your slave. And that's why most marriages here do fail. Yeah, they do fail because one person will feel like the other person is taking advantage of them. I mean, we are all adults. Why should I be the slave and for you have it simple? I mean, things like those. So I want you to tell me, my viewers, my subscribers, I want you to share in the comment section and tell me, what is your understanding of the role of a mother and a father in a home? Yes. And when we look back, sometimes I just go back to the Bible and see what it defines as a woman, what it defines as a man, what role it is for a man or woman in a home. But I mean, just like I said, some of these things have things of the past which have already, things have changed and we are in a new world. So I would like to know, how does it happen at yours? Share with me. And in the next episode, I'll be ready to tackle some of these things and get new opinions. Otherwise, have a very beautiful day. Cheers.